In 1996, when he was a college professor running for Illinois State Senate from a wealthy liberal Chicago neighborhood, Barack Obama answered a question in a local paper called Outlines. He checked a box next to the sentence, "I favor legalizing same-sex marriages and would fight efforts to prohibit such marriages." Well, it seems pretty clear-cut, doesn't it? But once he was actually in office, his position suddenly and inexplicably began to change. In 1998, responding to an Illinois State Legislative National Political Awareness Test, here's how he responded to the question, "Do you believe that the Illinois government should recognize same-sex marriages?" His answer, undecided. By 2004, on the verge of his campaign for national office, the United States Senate, Mr. Obama was telling the Windy City Times that he supported civil unions, saying, quote, "I think that marriage, in the minds of a lot of voters, has a religious connotation. I know that's true in the African-American community." Then 4 years later, running for president, appearing at the Saddleback megachurch in Southern California, talking with Pastor Rick Warren, he said quite clearly he was against same-sex marriage. So that's the chronology. In 1996, he supported same-sex marriage and said he would fight for it. 12 years later, running for president, he opposed it and says he still does, though he now says his position is evolving. Hard to see how the president's position has changed so much. The only thing that has changed is his need for a wider audience to vote for him.
Who is Barack Obama?
Paul, how is it possible that then, Professor Obama said he's in favor of same-sex marriage, and now he's had this evolution to where he's now no longer in favor? I mean, it's got to just be politics.
Well, probably it is. I don't like to criticize other people's motives, but at that time, his politics were all about winning a state Senate district in a very progressive part of Chicago, which is a progressive city. Then the politics changed. He became a young man on the move. Illinois, a much different place than just his little district, and he then came out against it. It is just politics.
But I don't hear a lot of Democrats attacking, their own president for hypocrisy. The president is now saying, well, my opinion on this is evolving, which is clearly, kind of a hint to people in the gay community, to people who do support same-sex marriage, that maybe he will one day support it. I mean, is he trying to have it both ways?
Well, sure, all of us do, and certainly politicians no different from the rest of us. And there is, I know this.
But how do you evolve from, I support it in 96 to I don't support it to, oh, you know what, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to support it? I mean, it just doesn't logically make sense.
I have to tell you, as I said, I've been going through an evolution on this issue.
All right, sorry.
I have to tell you, as I said, I've been going through an evolution on this issue.
Sorry, this actually never happened to me. You always see this sort of thing on YouTube, and you don't think it actually happened to me. All right. Sorry. All right.
You've said that your religious faith dictates that marriage should be between a man and a woman. Would you elaborate on that?
Well, what I believe is that marriage is between a man and a woman.
But as far as why, what in your religious faith calls you to be against gay marriage?
Well, what I believe in my faith is that a man and a woman, when they get married, are performing something before God, and it's not simply the two persons who are meeting. For me personally, it is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
But a final question, since
Sure.
you talk about that. Did you discuss this with Mrs. Obama, the same-sex marriage issue? Was that something?
No, this is something that we've talked about over the years, and she feels the same way that I do. We're both practicing Christians, and obviously this position may be considered to put us at odds with the views of others. But what I believe in my faith is that a man and a woman, when they get married, are performing something before God, and it's not simply the two persons who are meeting.
You've said that your religious faith dictates that marriage should be between a man and a woman. Would you elaborate on that?
Well, what I believe is that,
for me personally, it is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
what I believe in my faith is that
same-sex couples should be able to get married.
A man and a woman, when they get married, are performing something before God. And
it is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think...
All right, sorry. Sorry, this has actually never happened to me. You always see this sort of thing on YouTube and you don't think it actually happened. All right. Sorry, all right.
Who is Barack Obama?